So, okay. So, I assume na humana mong tanaw itong video gaya ng akong gisend. So, mo ambak na ko largo. So, unfortunately, kung mo nagtanaw, so it's your problem. Okay, labot. So, okay. So, magpadayon ko. So, if the forces between the bodies are also conservative so that no mechanical energy is lost or gained in the collision, then the total kinetic energy of the system is the same after the collision as before. So, such a collision is called an elastic collision. And okay, so a collision in which the total kinetic energy after the collision is less than before, then we say that the collision is called an elastic collision. So mahitabo nga elastic collision kung ang tanang forces nga involved after sa ilang pag-collide are all conservative. So in that case, ang initial nimo nga kinetic energy is equal na po siya sa final nga kinetic energy. So kung ang imuhang kinetic energy before sa collision is much greater than the collision after sa iyahang pag-collide, then we say that that is an elastic collision. Inelastic collision. So a good example of inelastic collision is this one. Okay, so before collision, so here A is moving to the right and B is moving to the left. And after a completely inelastic collision, gidikit sila no. So nag-bolts in sila duha, then nag-move sila to the positive x-axis. So in the case nga after sa imong pag-collide, mag-stick together ang duha ka object, that is an example of an elastic collision. So okay, so in this case, the kinetic energy the by the conservation of momentum means that MAVA1 plus MBVB1 is equals to MA plus MB, because after the collision, nag-stick together man ang duha nimo ka object, ang A ug B, and this is equal to V multiply by V2. So, okay, so what about the elastic collision? So, if the collision is elastic, then we say that the kinetic energy is conserved, which means that 1 half MAV1x squared plus 1 half MBVB1x squared is equals to 1 half MEVA2x squared plus 1 half MBVB2x squared. Mahitabo ra ni siya ha, ang elastic collision kung ang all forces involved sa yung collision are all conservative force. And conservation of momentum give us that initial momentum of the system is just equals to the final momentum. So we say that MEVA1x plus MVBB1x is equals to MEVA2x plus MBVB2x. Okay, suppose natin collision. So let's take this example, and so ang yung timan-an ra gyud is kung in elastic collision, ang kinetic energy is not conserved, og ang of course conserved gapon ang momentum na. Okay. So, okay. Right. So, okay. So, in this case, consider an object. So, during a case, ang object na ko is siguro mao ni siya si A. Kung dakuon. So, kung mao ni si A, then mao ni si B. So, si B is initially at rest. So, this is at rest. So, this guy is at rest, and this A is moving to the right with a certain velocity VA1x. So, nag-move ni siya at a certain velocity VA1x. So, from the conservation of momentum and conservation of kinetic energy, because this is an elastic collision, so we assume that after some time, A collide to B, which is initially at rest. Then we say that 1 half MAV1x squared is equals to 1 half MAVA2x plus 1 half MBVB2x squared. So, if I rewrite this one, I will get this following equation. So, kung i-rewrite ko ni, multiply na kong 2 both side, then i-transpose na ko ang MAVA2x squared to the left. So, I will get MB So I will get MV VB 2x square, and I get this one. So umihitabo it mag times 2 ko both side, then i-transpose na ko to the other side. So na ako makuha nga ME. Okay, that is capital A, no? MA VA 1x square, and I will get some term which is MA VA 2x square. Right? So, nako yung aning equation nga makuha. So, muna siya nga term. So, times 2 both side. Dayon, gitranspose nito the other side. So, makakuha ka aning equation. Which is this one. Right? Mura ni siya nga equation. But, the common is MA, right? So, magawas na kong MA sa equation. So, mabinlan kong VA1x squared minus VA2x squared. And, I will get, so, remember that kung naka U squared minus V squared, and that is just equals to U plus V multiply by U minus V. Okay? So, yeah. So, ang nahitabo ni VE1x squared minus VE2x squared. So, ako ni siyang gi-expand. Gihimo na siya kung ako siya ingani. VE1x minus VE2x times VE1x plus VE2x. So, now, and humanata sa first, no? So, ang kining ikaduha na yon, kining second term, so this is from this guy over here. So, ang MBVB2x is equals to MAVE1x, i-transpose to the other side ng isa. So, nakay MBVB2x is equals to MA, common, VE1x minus VA2x. Okay? So, remember that A is moving to the right with a certain velocity VE1x, and B is initially at rest. So, that's why wala siya second term si B, no? Wala siya initial nga kinetic energy, because the initial kinetic energy would be, as well as the momentum, is actually equal to 0. So, now what we do is ato siyang i-divide. So, atong i-divide, no? Okay? So, let's divide this one. So, atong i-divide so, atong i-divide ning equation, kini siya nga equation akong i-point out. So, akong i-divide ning ako ang first equation with my second equation. So, unsa ko makuha? So, MBVB2x divided by MBVB2x. So, mabili na ko is BB2x, right? So, kung kini siya, i-divide na ko ani. Ang mabili na ko is ang plus nga part. So, makancel out ang MA, makancel out ang VE1x minus VE2x, but ang mabili na ko is VE1x plus VE2x. So, muna ako mabili. So, we say that VV2x is equals to VE1x plus VA2x. Okay? So, nanakaingani karon. So, now, ako nang i-plug in ug balik diri sa akong equation to nga kuha nako. So, this guy over here, i-plug in nato ni balik diri. Then, we can get nga ako ang MB, pero unsa man ning VB2x equals to VE1x plus VE2x. So, naka MB multiply by VE1x plus VE2x is equals to MA multiply by this guy over here, kini. Right? So, BE1x minus VE2x. So, which means that if I will rearrange the terms, what I will get is, I will get this following equation. So, I will get that VA2x is equals to MA minus MB over MA plus MB VE1x. So, equal na siya ani. Okay, so, okay, let's at atong kuno na atong i-evaluate ang mga critical terms. So nata equation nga VE2x equals MA minus MB over MA plus MB. So unsay mahitabo karon kung what will happen if ang imong M sub A is much greater than M sub B. I know, I'm wrong. So unsay mahitabo kung imuhang M, ang mass ni B ang mass ani nga ni B is much greater than M sub A. So, okay? So, imagine ninyo nga nakay dako kayong bato. Dako kayo nga bato. Dayon, si A kay, Julin na si A. Julin lang nga gamay, si A. With a certain velocity, nibangga siya kang B. So, accordingly, may imagine na ito ang mahitabo, no? Ang mahitabo is that, mubounce ni si A, mubalik siya siyang giagian. So, given nga inelastic collision, kung unsa yung velocity sa sugod, maro pa yung velocity niya pabalik. So, ang mahitabo lang is mo, reverse ang iyang velocity. Okay? So, makita ba ito na sa itong equation? Of course. So, kung ang MB nako is much greater than MA, then we say that MA minus MB is approximately equal to, pila man? This is approximately equal to MB. Negative MB. Right? Kay ang MA kay insignificant man ang MA with respect sa MB. Dako kay si MB. So, unsa pa yung mahitabo sa imong denominator? So, ang yung denominator, denominator. So, the denominator, MA, plus MB, so, kay dako man kay si MB, ang mahitabo, ang MA plus MB is also approximately equal sa positive MB. Right? So, kung ako nang i-plug in dire, ang mahitabo ang akong VA2x, ang final velocity VA2x, sa ako ang Julin, after niya naigo sa dako kayo nga bato, is equal siya sa MA minus MB is approximately equal to negative MB. So, MA plus MB is approximately equal to MB. Multiply by, I think, dako kayong space na, so negative MB all over by MB and multiply by VA1x. Okay? So, unsa na hitabo? Mag-cancel out ni. And VA2x is equals to VA1x. So, unsa ganing VA1x? So, VA1x is just the initial velocity sa imong Julin at the time nga nagdagan siya padulong diri. Kay dako man kayo ang B, dako kayo ang mass nga iyang gibanggaan. Ang nahitabo, ang final velocity VA2 sa Julin is negative VA1x. Ning balik siya with the same velocity. Given nga ang ato ang collision is elastic collision. Okay? So, muna na hitabo. Okay? So, nasabtan ninyo? Ano yung pangutana? So, okay, let's move on. So, what about the case where, pining ikaduhang case? So, VB2x is equal to 2MA. So, ato ning tan-aw ng mga critical points ani nga kining ikaduhang equation. So, this guy over here. So, suppose mo ni si A. Then suppose mo ni si B. Didasmagan ni A si B with a certain velocity, then the collision is an elastic collision, meaning tanan forces nga involved are conservative. So, unsa mahitabo karon? Ang mahitabo karon is that kung si A parihog mass ni A, so we assume that if ang mass ni A is equal sa mass ni B, so unsa mahitabo kung ang mass ni A equal sa mass ni B? So, kung ang mass ni A is equal siya sa mass ni B, then nibangga si A kang B, which is si B is initially at rest. So, ang mahitabo is that ang mass ni A, pila ang mass ni B? So, ang mass ni B, or ang final velocity ni B, is, masama na siya? So, mahimo siya 2MA over MA plus MB. But MA is equals to MB. So, mahimo agapon 2MA. And this is MVA1x. So, mag-cancel out. So, umahitabo karon kung si A ug si B parehog mass, dayon elastic collision ang nahitabo. Si B is initially at rest, gibanggaan ni A si B. Ang nahitabo karon is after sa collision, ang nahitabo si A kay muhunong si A, din si B kay move padulong dito with the same velocity sa initial velocity ni A. Mo mahitabo. So, okay? Nasabtan ninyo? So, okay, so we can see also from VA to X, ang final velocity ni A, if the collision, kung MA equals MB, so mahimo siya ang MVA to X na ko will equal to 0. So, for the case nga ang ako ang A ug B kay equal ang masses, dayon si A is nag-move at a certain velocity V, og si B kay gapundo ra dira, same mass sila ni A ha. Then after sa collision, ang nahitabo kay ang final velocity ni A is equal to 0, which means si A kay nihunong. Then si B is nag-move dito with a velocity VE1x. So kung unsay velocity ni A from the start, mo po'y velocity ni B, yung dagan. So, okay? Question? Na may panguta na? Hello?
None so far, sir.
So, okay. I think diri ra tama no. So, I hope gitan-aw niyo tong video ganina kay di mo kasabot ani o di mo kasabot kuha niyo tong tanang video ganina. So mag-send ra kog example ninyo through video lang gyapon, i-send akong examples. So I hope nga magpaka-responsable mo tan-aw niyo tong video no. So, okay. Kay naipit sa oras gid. Okay, so by the way, nakahatag na ko glove niyo ikaduha.